Okay, I think I figured it out, but it's a lot to explain. I don't know if you guys want to know the exact explanation, but long and short of it is, it's nothing I can fix immediately. I could fix it right now, but it's gonna take me some time. So it's really up to you guys. It's up to you guys if you want me to go through and fix it all right now, or basically, in order for these commands to work, I have these media sources that are added. I have each sound effect / video clip added into my OBS as a source, right? So when StreamerBot activates this source, it makes it visible. And then after it's done, I had this automatic thing in OBS that was turning off my media sources as they went on. And so, but the problem was that was actually causing some of my sources to get stuck. Like every once in a while, the media sources would get stuck and they wouldn't register because they'd never been turned off. So when StreamerBot was trying to turn them back on, they wouldn't register because they were already on. So today I went through and manually added a StreamerBot option to turn off the media sources individually, so I wouldn't get them stuck anymore. They would have exact, they would have a direction from StreamerBot, so they wouldn't get stuck anymore. And for some reason, that's completely screwed up all my commands. And now OBS doesn't realize it's being asked to activate a command or activate a source and then shut it off. It's like, what it's seeing is make it visible and hidden at the same time. So it's like having major complications. So we're just gonna have to go through without any commands today, I guess. I mean, you can add them in chat, I guess, but it has nothing to do with OBS or anything, although, well, now OBS is, this is one of the reasons why I'd really love a legit computer, because I feel like my laptop is just not good enough to handle this type of thing. But you know what I should probably do? I should probably just put it all back to the way that it was, and then I can add that tool that was basically turning off all my sources automatically. And then I can just take the one media source that it kept getting stuck on, and I can just add that one separately, so it doesn't screw up all the rest of my commands. I mean, I would just have to go through here and just delete all these, but then again, at the same time, now if it happens, they're not gonna register. They're not gonna turn off. Ugh, oh my gosh. I thought I was ready for today's stream. Like, I set everything aside, like I was ready, and now it's always something, isn't it? It is literally always something. And now we have another ad. I'm sorry, you guys. It could be worse. It's not the end of the world, but it still sucks. So I am sorry, because that's one of the good, fun things about my streams, is the fact that we get to, have fun with all the sounds and everything. And oh, I guess I should probably post that on Discord, shouldn't I? Okay. But I gotta do like 15 minutes of this, and then we'll move on to killing a dragon! He was a dragon man! Actually, he was a dragon! But he was a dragon man! He was a man dragon. Oh gosh, I'm screwing it up. I don't even know. I don't even remember the song. I thought I was fixing things, and apparently I broke things, so that's cool. That's always a good feeling, right? Always an excellent feeling. Yeah, see? Dang, dang, dang. I can probably do, I can do a kind of a quick fix. I know, see? And we're fighting a dragon today, and now my dragon won. But you know what's interesting about that is I feel like that's the way I used to do my commands through StreamerBot, was the way that I have them set up now, and I never had any problems. So I don't know why all of a sudden now they're having issues. That doesn't make any sense. That's always the way I've done it. What? Anyway, I hope all of you are having a better day. Today hasn't necessarily been a bad day. It's just been... No, it hasn't been a bad day. I shouldn't say that being frustrated with my streaming setup it makes the day bad. It's not that, but I do get irritated when things do not work out the way that I was hoping they would work out. My world is falling apart. No commands. I mean, it would probably only take me... I do remember your Christmas present, but it would only take me a few minutes to go through and delete all these. Okay, somebody type, oh wait, no, you can't do that because that's Cage's command. Somebody type the mistakes command. Oh, wait, hold on. Remember it harder. Remember it more! Okay, somebody type the mistakes command. Let's see if it actually works. Oh, I think mistakes have been made. Okay, cool. So now it is ticked on, and so now there's no way to reactivate it because now OBS knows it's visible. So if somebody tries to do it again, it doesn't. Okay, yeah, this will just take me a couple seconds. Actually, a couple minutes, I lied. So annoyed. Well, I wouldn't have gone through all this effort, and I should have tested them, but I didn't because I remember thinking, well, because I didn't have time. But I remember thinking, I know how to fix this problem. I will just make them all manually get hidden, you know, and then I won't get these ones that get stuck. But I have so many commands. Oh my gosh, I have so many commands, which is fabulous, and I love it. And I want to add more, and I have more I need to add, but obviously I know what the problem is now, so now I know. I just can't. I have to either set like a space so that it turns on and then it gives it like 3 seconds or 5 seconds or whatever, and then it turns off, because obviously if it's visible and then it's hidden right after one after another, it's like everything, it's like it can't handle it. So I will, so I'll add that back. Take that away. That should shut everything off. Except yeah. But now I have to go in and manually turn that one off so that it doesn't, so that it can be activated again. Okay, somebody type mistakes again, please. Remember it harder. Remember it harder. I'm trying. Oh, I think mistakes have been made. Oh, yay. Okay, that worked. Good, good. Okay, let me just go through and delete the rest of these. It'll just take me another minute, and then we will have all our commands back, and I'll just have to deal with that situation. I don't know why that doesn't make any sense, but okay. I thought when you activated a source, it just played through, and then it just hit it after it was done, but apparently not. Apparently that's not the case. Because honestly, the only thing I've ever had, I know you guys don't hear it, but whenever somebody new jumps into chat, it says "Olo" in my headphones. Because I didn't want you guys spammed with that. Oh, see, here's Dragon. Okay, I'm fixing Dragon. Because we have to have Dragon. For real. But see,
I hate you, Dragon.
There you go. But see, I'm only in the D's. But yeah, this will just take me another minute, and I will. That was so much time wasted earlier. I didn't even have to do all that. I should have just done it on Olo, and that was it. But I didn't realize I needed a space between. Whatever. It's fine. Now I really need some Dr. Pepper. By the way, So a friend of mine, her son attends the same school as Charlotte, and she sent me this message yesterday with a picture, and it said, it was a picture of Charlotte on the, so I think I told you guys this yesterday, but she was awarded the Student of the Month for empathy with the character trait of empathy, which I'm really proud of because that's hard to teach little kids. And so there was this picture of her hanging up on the wall. And for the love, I love my child, but I really wish she would leave her ponytails in because she looks like such a little ragamuffin. She looks like such a little ragamuffin because her hair's all over the place and she's kind of like, she looks like she just got back in from recess and she takes her ponytails out because, and I only do a ponytail right up here on the front of, like on the top of her head, like a little samurai ponytail just to kind of get it out of her face because I don't, oh, that was wrong anyway. Okay, well, there you go, fix that. But anyway, on it, it said, what I want to be when I grow up, a McDonald's worker. And my friend was like, I thought that was so cute. She wanted to be a McDonald's worker. And I was like, yo, McDonald's workers actually make like a lot of money. Like working for McDonald's, that is nothing to turn your nose up at, man. McDonald's pays pretty well. And I think you get paid really well if you're a manager. I mean, it may be McDonald's and it may be fast food, but you know what? Feeding your family, there is no shame in feeding your family with fast food at all. I love McDonald's. I will be the first to admit it. I love McDonald's. And they're having a lunch for all the students that were nominated or that were chosen for the character trait of the month or whatever. And so I get to go and have lunch with her tomorrow. So I will be bringing McDonald's because that's like her favorite thing ever to eat. And I agree, Jordachi, everybody just needs to be kind. Like, why would you judge somebody else for what they do for a job? And I'll be honest, even when it comes down to doing things that I don't necessarily agree with, like when I find out, you know, a lot of single moms either, you know, work at strip clubs or whatever, it is not up to me to judge anybody how they work to make money to feed their families and to take care of their families. Because as long as they're not actively hurting anybody, you can't really judge anybody. This life is hard. These days are hard. Inflation is hitting everybody, and you just need to be kind. You just need to be kind and supportive. As long as a parent loves their children and takes good care of their children and has food on the table for them and gives them the, you know, love and support they need, then that's all that matters. It shouldn't be, okay, I think I did it. McDonald's does things to my body I'm not a fan of. I'm glad they pay well, though. No, you're right. Like, McDonald's is definitely not the healthiest of fast foods. But it's definitely not great. I've definitely had some struggles with McDonald's. But Charlotte loves it. So we'll be having chicken nuggets tomorrow. And I just might treat myself and get a real Dr. Pepper. And not only a Dr. Pepper, but a McDonald's Dr. Pepper, which is even better. Because everybody knows that McDonald's, whoa, that's not what I meant to do. The McDonald's Dr. Pepper is the best. It's truth. I was just listening to a podcast today that reminded me of your podcast, Jordachi. It was called Stuff You Should Know, and they were talking about the Nintendo and how the NES literally revolutionized gaming. I did not know that Nintendo literally saved gaming because the Atari world and everything was nuts and had burned to the ground and nobody wanted anything to do with video games. And Nintendo came in and was like, but wait. McDonald's Dr. Pepper uses wide straws and big cubed ice. They also chill their syrup. And it's basically all just really insane attention to detail. That's why their sodas taste the best. But the two guys that were talking reminded me of you and your co-host, Jordachi. Just two guys just sitting and chatting with each other and like making funny jokes and stuff. And it was a fascinating story. I never knew Nintendo revolutionized the gaming world that much. But it just reminded me a lot of yours. Oh, no! Oh, yeah! Okay. That was cool. There you go. Oh, what? So, Basically, that whole situation that happened earlier, that was my fault. 100% my fault. I should have tested them out. I mean, if I would have tested them, I would have known they didn't work, and I wouldn't have had a whole lot of time to fix it, but at least I would have known going into the stream that they weren't working, and I could have, like, kind of somewhat been prepared, but the fact that I just went in without actually trying to do anything about it, yeah. Or I didn't know anything about it. So bad. But yeah, I didn't know Nintendo revolutionized the gaming world that way. And I did not know Nintendo had a robot. Did you guys know that? That Nintendo had the robot? It was called Rob. And it was the slowest robot you'll ever see in your life, but bless him. He basically played the two-player, like the second player controller. And so you'd be playing a game and he had to like press down on the button to lift a thing for you to get through. But it literally took him like 3 minutes to turn and actually push the button. It was bad. Alex, you had a Rob? Did you really? Oh my gosh, I never even knew a Rob was a thing. I never knew Rob existed, ever. I thought the NES was Nintendo's like first foray into the world, and I just thought, wow, they got really, yeah, Gyromite, that's what they were talking about. And I looked up a YouTube video of it, and I was like, wow, you had to wait a really long time for Rob to do his thing. But bless him, he did it. He really did. He looked like a little Wally. Seriously, do yourself a favor. Oh my gosh. Cage, that's okay. We had lots of technical difficulties at the beginning. All my commands were broken, and it was my fault. So, they're all fixed now, though. So, yay! Fresh says, I bought a Nintendo Power Glove, and it was trash. I cried after using it once. Yep, they said it was pretty much trash.
I had just...
They said it was not great. And, but the point of it all is that while those things didn't really work very well, like in the time, they really just kind of set the stage for everything that came afterward, right? Like the Wii used roughly the same technology, the little guns for Duck Hunt. We got the deluxe set. It had Gyromite and Duck Hunt. I remember owning Duck Hunt. And I remember playing Super Mario Brothers. I never played the original Zelda. And I thought it was very funny that these two guys, this is the podcast stuff you should know. I found it very funny that these two guys were talking about the Nintendo game system, and neither of them were gamers. Both of them, one of them was a super hardcore gamer when he was younger and became completely obsessed and realized he had a problem, and he gave up gaming and he's never looked back. And then the other one never ever... I say they weren't gamers, but the other one never ever owned a Nintendo, didn't own a game system until like the PlayStation 2 or something like that. And so I thought it was very funny that they were talking about it when they didn't have a whole lot of experience with it. And then one of the guys was like, yeah, I was never a fan of Legend of Zelda. And he goes, okay, so are you a Kroger guy or a Publix guy? Which are two grocery stores in a lot of places. I don't know where they're based out of, but... And he was like, I pretty much shop mostly at, Kroger or whatever. And so he was like, okay, so you know how when you walk into a Publix grocery store after you've been to a Kroger grocery store over and over and over again, and everything looks somewhat similar, but it's all laid out different and it's weird. And you get this weird skewed sense of reality that you should know where you're going, but you don't because everything's laid out funny. That's how The Legend of Zelda felt for me. I started the game and like I felt like I should know what was going on and I should know how the game was laid out, but I didn't. And so I actually was never a Zelda fan. And I was like, that is just a shame. That is such a shame. So he also talked a little bit about Metroid. He said he rented Metroid multiple times from Blockbuster, but he never actually beat it. But they just didn't seem very passionate about the subject. And I just remember being like, man, I think a really cool conversation to have with people would be, I guess in birding, there's something called a spark bird, which is what sparks your interest in birding for the first time. And I actually think it would be really interesting to find people's spark game. Like, what's the first game you played? What is the very first game that you played that completely just blew your mind. And you were like, I have to play more of this. This is the most amazing thing I've ever experienced. Whether it was NES or it was Super NES or it was a PlayStation game, whether it was a PC game. I guess before the NES really came out, or even before Rob came out, most people were shying away from Atari because it was a burning wasteland and all the games were terrible and everything was awful. And so parents were like, absolutely not, this is terrible. And so personal computers were becoming more of a thing. So everybody had a PC in their house, except us, because my dad refused to buy a PC. But everybody had personal computers in their home where they could do their taxes, they could, their kids could play games, and they could, you know, there was one other thing they mentioned or something. Hey, DJ, how are you? Oh, and Pong. Yes, there was Pong. But like, why buy a video game console when it can't do your taxes, you know? So Nintendo was very bold, but I think they were either, the two hosts were basically like, Nintendo was either really stupid and got really lucky, or they were super smart and they knew that was which I think is the case. And I think they just knew that this was the time to shoot their shot because there was no competition. There was nothing, nobody else was trying video game consoles. And so they came out with like 3 different consoles all within a pretty short period of time. And Rob was one of them. Rob came out with, well, Alex said the deluxe version, but was that so that was an actual NES, like a little, almost like a VHS player, right? Where you like put the cartridge in and like pushed it down. Was that the same thing? Because they had like a cassette deck, and then they had like I don't remember what else it was, but there was something else. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm not going to touch the top of his head yet because that's a lot of, I haven't sketched that out yet, and I don't want to go there yet, so we'll move down. It was the front loader. After the SNES came out, they made a top-loading NES. Oh, we had a front loader. But honestly, okay, so I was born in '87. So I remember my brother had a Nintendo, but he called it a Nintendo. So that's kind of a running joke in our family. He called it the Nintendo, but my parents, he got it for Christmas, and he used to play it with my dad. And I remember my dad's kind of sort of spark game, I guess, was The Legend of Zelda. He said, I just never experienced anything quite like it. I thought it was amazing. And it was just incredible. I'd never experienced anything. And I loved it. And so he and my brother used to play it together. I don't remember playing a video game, playing a legit video game until the Super Nintendo came around. When was the Super Nintendo released? Was it 91? They advertised it as a toy versus a piece of technology, and that's how it became successful. Well, they went to the CES in Vegas, the big like technology show, electronics show or whatever, and everybody wanted Rob. Rob was basically what got their foot in the door, because the first time they went to that showcase or whatever, nobody was interested in anything they had to offer. And so the head of Nintendo was like, all right, instead of being like frustrated, he was like, all right, I want you to strip this down and we're starting back over. We're going to go back to the drawing board. I know if we can get these in people's homes, they will love them. And so that's when Rob was invented, and Rob was what pulled everybody to it. And then people started bringing, people bought those. And then of course, once they got into the houses, all the kids were recommending them to all their friends and whatnot. I think the numbers were like 85% of kids recommended the Nintendo Entertainment System to their friends or something like that. SNES was 1990 in Japan, 1991 in the US. Okay, so that came out when we were living in Idaho. That was the year Katie was born. So we were living in Idaho. Oh no, maybe we weren't living in Idaho. I don't remember playing video games in Idaho. No, Katie wasn't born in Idaho. I'm sorry. Katie was a little older. But I don't remember having the SNES when we were living in Idaho. So then, when did we get it? Because I remember playing those games. I remember playing Donkey Kong Country Returns, Diddy and Dixie, or Dixie's Quest or whatever. I remember playing Super Mario World. And I remember playing, but I do also remember playing the original ones. I remember playing Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3. I remember playing Lolo, and I remember playing Paperboy. And I remember playing some Tetris, but I was terrible at Tetris. And I remember most of the time the games didn't work. And then they did address the blowing in the cartridge thing. And they were like, yeah, apparently some guy did like an actual, like some YouTuber actually did a test on it and actually like looked up what it does. He tested it. He blew in a cartridge for like 30 days or something, and it like corroded the whole inside. Yeah. We can't blow on our game cartridges. But we all believed it worked. But who really came up with that? Like, who came up with the blowing in the cartridges? Because I only did it because I saw my brother do it. And my brother only did it because he saw somebody else do it. And they probably only did it because they saw somebody else do it. I don't know where it came from. But we all did it. And I guess Nintendo patented that chip so that only certain games could work in the NES or the NES system. And so that cut out a lot of the kind of riffraff that had plagued the Atari. Only certain companies and only certain games. And they had to, I also didn't know this, they had like a hotline. They trained people to like beat the games really, really well. And then, or like play the games really well. And then they set up a hotline, like a help hotline. So if you got stuck on a level, you could talk to an actual person and be like, I can't beat this level. And they could be like, okay, well, let me walk you through how to rescue the princess. I did not know that. I had no idea they had that option. And I think that's actually really adorable. And if any of you have ever seen, if any of you read the Far Side comics, there's actually a comic that is very similar to that. And it's like some little kid and he's playing Super Mario Brothers, or he's playing like a video game, and it shows his parents like lovingly watching him play a game. And they're thinking in their heads, like they're imagining the newspaper ads. Need a princess saved? Call this number and we can help you out, or something like that. And I thought, wow, that is wild. That was definitely some foreshadowing of the future. And I guess Nintendo was also the first company that started like game like championships. So I had no idea that most of the gaming world today we actually really owe to Nintendo. I did not know that. So I guess that's why the podcast is called Stuff You Should Know. I used to lick the contacts and it always worked. You licked them? You're the people that Nintendo warns us about, that say don't let your kid, well, no, because now the cartridges are really small, so they're saying keep these away from your kids. But we made these taste terrible just for people like Michael. Someone probably wondered if they just needed to remove dust or debris out from the cartridge, so they tried to blow it out of the way. I guess. I don't know. But somebody started it and it absolutely caught on, and it did absolutely nothing. If anything, it did damage. It was a fascinating episode. I've never listened to Stuff You Should Know before, so I love This American Life, and I listen to This American Life like religiously, but they only have like the last 7 episodes on the podcast, on any podcast app. You can stream all their episodes on their website, but I don't think you can download them to your phone, which I find kind of annoying. So I can't listen to anything. I've listened to all my This American Life. The movie The Wizard was a big commercial for Super Mario Brothers 3. They did talk about that. That was did they say Fred Savage? Wasn't he the one that was in Princess Bride? Isn't that who Fred Savage is? Or am I thinking of a different Fred Savage? Or is that also a kid named Fred Savage? Because I don't recognize the movie The Wizard, but they did mention that. Yeah. Gotta clean up all my loose ends here. Okay, well, 3 cheers for Femi. Passed the exam. Whoop, whoop. That is very exciting. See? And DJ was right. All that Zelda / studying paid off. Oh, I bet that's a huge weight off of your shoulders. Shred Fabbage. Yes. That's exactly right. That's the one. Man, when I can get into a groove, I feel like I can move relatively quickly with this, but man, if I'm not in a groove, it is a struggle. Struggle bus. I love this song. I love Cass. Just you wait, DJ. You haven't seen anything yet. You've seen the Forest Temple and the Fire Temple. You just wait. Yes, it is. I'm so happy. And I don't know what I normally do when I don't try to study. Baking! Yay! Okay, well, there's Cornifer's glasses and like the side of his head. But I also had to spend... I had to spend a lot of the beginning of my stream trying to troubleshoot, so... But I did... I sketched him out more. I think we can all agree that that's probably better. It may all look like... this just looks like a whole bunch of just wackadoo, like, Tetris shapes. I know what a lot of... I know where the black is supposed to go in a lot of them. But, I mean, realistically, I don't have to just do the black, but... I thought the glasses were a good place to start because that's kind of the middle of the picture. And you're technically supposed to start in the middle of a cross stitch so you can work outward instead of starting at the top and going down because you never know how big it's going to be. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watched sea beams glitter in the dark near the Tannhäuser Gate. All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in the rain. That sounds like a movie quote or a game quote because I don't know what those things are. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I've seen things you couldn't even dream of. Okay. Well, I guess I'm wearing my hat, so my forehead isn't shiny. Yay. Okay. I have not seen Blade Runner. I have not seen Blade Runner. Tell me who's in Blade Runner again. Every time I think of Blade Runner, I think of that movie with the vampires. What is that? Blade. And I know that's wrong, and I know that's bad, and I know everybody's gonna give me crap about that. But that's what I think of for some reason. Oh, look, I've got stickers on my table. Who's in Blade Runner? I don't know these things. Ah, that is the stuff. So good. Susie. I'm gonna get a crick in my neck from my head, shaking my head so much. I'm sorry. I know. I haven't seen a lot of movies that I should have. You know? I don't know what to tell you, man. Blade Runner. Who's in Blade Runner? Do you guys like the title of my stream? Non-creepy Cornifer cross stitch. I was hoping to make at least 1%. Harrison Ford. I do love Harrison Ford so much. I remember there was a guy in our old church congregation, our old ward, who for his 40th birthday, he rented out an entire movie theater that was right across the street from our apartment. And this was when I was pregnant with Charlotte, but nobody knew yet. And I wasn't deathly ill yet because I was able to go to something like this. But he rented out the entire movie theater and then invited our whole entire ward, among other people. And we watched Raiders of the Lost Ark on the big screen on Blu-ray. And it was amazing. And I remember Andrew going, do you want to go to this? And I remember thinking, do I want to see Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford, like in his prime, like, or in his peak Indiana Jones on the big screen? Absolutely, I do. So we went. And it was amazing and it was awesome. And I highly recommend it if you can ever get a chance, if you ever get a chance to see like the original Indiana Jones movies in the theaters. Awesome. It was so fun. And then I remember we were watching a video, or no, we were watching the show Third Rock from the Sun, and Harrison Ford was named the sexiest man alive in the show. And they were talking about it on the show. And Andrew looks at me and he goes, is Harrison Ford really that attractive of a guy? Like, he was just, like, they're talking about him like he's just this, like, he's a god. Like, is he really that attractive of a guy? And I was like, well, I mean, and then Andrew goes, hold on. Are you blushing? And I was like, stop! No! No! He's old enough to, like, be my dad! No! Oh my gosh, I just kept imagining him, Indiana Jones, on the big screen. It was delightful. It was amazing. There's a sequel to Blade Runner. The sequel was pretty good, considering how bad Hollywood normally is at rebooting old movie properties. Oh, Grandros is back! You missed all my commands being broken. But I fixed them all. They're all fixed now. It was my fault. It was my bad. Did I save? I think I did.
I understand!
That's why I did it, because I knew we couldn't make it through a stream without them. So. All right, here we go! Are you ready? Wait. Am I ready? I think I am. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, stop! Yes! He's so attractive! Oh my gosh! If I'm being totally honest, I would have been that girl sitting in his class with I love you written across my eyelids. Absolutely, that would have been me. You guys know that would have been me. Ugh. I did, you just never know. There's Volvagia. Subterranean lava dragon. Okay, I vaguely remember this fight. I do remember it has something to do with the hammer. But does it... Can you also... Harrison Ford is old enough to be your dad's dad? Okay, I think I'm supposed to hit you with the hammer. Oh, I'm supposed to, like, knock you out. Okay. I gotcha. No, not quite that old. I mean, I also recall seeing him in Star Wars, but I actually have not watched Star Wars for a very, very long time, and I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, which is really odd. No! No! One hit of his fire? Okay, I cannot get hit at all. Got it. We're just gonna play Ring Around the Rosie. Somebody said something about Timothy Chevrolet. What? Chalamet? Can you tell me what you feel when you think of Timothy Chalamet? No, I cannot. He is a snack. That's all I'll say. He's so pretty. But he's also 10 years younger than me. But Harrison Ford is also like 20 years older than me. So 20, 30 years older than me. 40 years older than me. Whatever. How old is Harrison Ford now? I can't remember what you guys said. Oh, he was so pretty in those movies. Oh my gosh. Indiana Jones. And it wasn't just physical either. It was the fact that he was Indiana Jones. Like the music and like his awesome like his antics and the fact that he was, you know, would you call him swashbuckling? I don't know if he was necessarily swashbuckling. I don't know. He wasn't really swashbuckling. He was just... Ah! Oh my gosh. Okay, so stepping in those doesn't act... Okay, running into the boss does hurt you. Can confirm. Yes. Harrison Ford's 80? Okay, so yeah, he's old enough to be my dad. Because my dad's 73, so... Wow. Okay. Come on, get him! Link. I say as if he's acting of his own accord, and I'm not the one. I'm not the one controlling him. I did hear that Dune 2 has wrapped. He was very attractive in Dune. Yes, he was. But he was also like a small child in Dune because he's supposed to only be like 16 or something, right? I think so. Your words can't say what you, but your face does. Blush challenge accomplished. He's a cutie pie. I'm not gonna lie. He is cute. I wouldn't necessarily call him like... Oh, come on. I wouldn't call him like super dreamboaty. Okay, wait. Yes, I would. So, he's 10 out of 10. Am I right? So, he's a very different kind of attractive than like Chris Evans, who plays Captain America, right? They're two very different types of attractive. Timothy Chalamet, Ding Dong, is very, he's just, he's boyish, and he's just kind of, he seems young and kind of innocent, and he's just fresh, and I don't know, that all of those things probably sound horrible because he's 10 years younger than me. But Captain America, Chris Evans, is more like, he's super beefy, and he's strong, and he can do anything, and he's just, it's just different. It's just really, really different. Timothy Chalamet is small. He's small, and he's thin and slender, but he's still a really attractive kid. Chris Evans is like the size of a tree. I don't know, he's the size of a tree. Have I seen Chris Evans with his shirt off? Yes, I have. It was a long time ago. And I remember when I saw Captain America for the first time, I remember being like, something about him looks so weird. Because I'd never seen Chris Evans before. So, okay, Darunia is the sage. Yay. So, I'd never seen Chris Evans before. And so the whole movie, I was like, what is wrong with it? Like, his face doesn't match his body? Like, I don't understand. And then when he finally stepped out of that thing, I was like, oh, this is what he really, okay. I felt kind of like Emma Stone in Crazy Stupid Love, where she's like, are you photoshopped? That's legitimately what I thought. I was like, what's the CGI? Is it his skinny body or this one? Because neither of them look real, to be 100% honest. He is so pretty. But you know what? Here's the thing. Anybody can look that way if it's their job and they have millions of dollars. I think there's absolute truth to the whole, like, there's no such thing as an ugly person, only poor people. Because if you have the amount of money that those people have, you can look like that too. Anybody can. You just have to have lots of money in order to do it. So, oh man, Chris Evans. I watched that movie sitting right next to Andor, and yes, I had a hard time. I was like, I don't, like, people don't look like that. They just don't. That is not normal for men to look like that. That's a huge, super high standard that is so unattainable for almost everybody. But I was like, man, wow, he is so pretty. I felt the same way about, what's his face? Tom Hiddleston. Tom Hiddleston is a different kind of attractive. Tom Hiddleston is more like, I know he played the villain in Avengers, but he's more like Disney Prince attractive to me. Like, he seems like he could be a Disney Prince, for sure. Like in real life. I don't know. He's very regal, and he's got that really lovely accent, and yeah, no, he could totally be he could be a Disney Prince, for sure. Chris Evans, he doesn't really strike me as the Disney Prince type, but maybe? Oh, yeah! Oh, it's down here. Oh, yes. Timothy Champagne. Yes. He was in a cannibal movie that I read the Wikipedia of because I was like, why is everybody saying this movie is so gross? But then I read it was about cannibalism, and I was like, yep, nope, that's definitely not for me. But I have to adjust my TV for how red my face is getting. All I'm saying is anybody can look like that if they have the right, if they have unlimited funds and they have the right people helping them. you know, helping them know like how to dress, how to, you know, how to work out, how to eat, cooking all their food for them. Like, sure, I would look incredible if I had all of that. Oh, I got it right the first time! First try. I get the distinct feeling Michael is trying to get Susie's face to be the same shade as her hat. Have I seen Tom Hiddleston with his shirt off? No, I've never, actually. I'm sorry, isn't that supposed to do something? It's not? Oh, do I have to go see the first one first? Okay. I just answered my own question, I guess. Tom Hiddleston can just look at me with those mischievous puppy eyes, and I would say, take. I'm with you, Gage. Absolutely. With ya. This is a family-friendly stream. This is a family-friendly space. Timothy Chalamet has those puppy dog eyes too, though. He's got those really sleepy, like, bedroom eyes. Yeah. And I've seen him interviewed. I don't watch most stuff like this, but I have seen him interviewed before, and he really does just seem like a really nice person. And that speaks volumes, too. When you can be as attractive as all get out, and if you're a jerk, and if you act like you're better than other people, and if you have kind of this nasty, like, aloofness, you're not attractive anymore. You still have to be nice. Don't say no. Say yes. It's Tom Hiddleston. Yeah. I remember the first time I ever saw Tom Hiddleston was also in the Avengers as a villain. And I was like, who is this person? He is unbelievable. That sounded like Cave Johnson. Don't say no, say yes to Tom Hiddleston. Yeah, I was really shocked. I was like, what is this place? Whoa, what? I was just at a fairy fountain. Wasn't I? Did I make that up? Did you guys see that? Was this a dream? What just happened? Where was I? I am so confused. Okay, so you guys saw that, right? Did we just go through the scary door? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm so confused. Attraction is how families get started. That's true. Well, not in all cases, because in some cases, there doesn't really need to be attraction. It can just be somebody just couldn't handle themselves. Well, this is definitely a scary door. Yeah, what the heck, man? What is originally in that place in the... We held up a sword technique. What is originally in that place in the crater? No, they don't. We always called this the Madonna fairy. She always reminded me of Madonna. Yeah, I don't understand. What is supposed to... Wow, okay. All right, cool. We're learning all sorts of new things during this playthrough, aren't we? That means there would be 2 Magic Marys. Magic Marys. Magic Madonnas. Hey, boy! You're a messenger of the royal family, aren't you? Next time you're in their neighborhood, you should drop in on a friend of mine who lives by Hyrule Castle. Yes, I was just thinking about that earlier today. Yeah, no, those vines don't do anything. Nope. This was eye-opening when I was a child. I was like, what? Where's Mom? Does she know we're playing this? Yeah, Vogue. These fairies made me feel a certain way as a kid. I asked my dad about it and he seemed relieved. I just realized why. Oh. Okay, I have a very real question. Like, I know you guys are probably going to laugh at me, but it is. It's like a legit question. What was your first animated... Oh, can you make it over there? I think you can. Your first animated crush? Like, Disney movie animated? Yeah, okay, there's a great fairy fountain here. What? Okay, so for Cage, it was Lonk. For Alcondros, it was Malin. So there are 2 fairies on the mountain? They didn't even make them look different. Like, they didn't give them different hair. They didn't. Susie was my first animated crush. That was good. Oh, okay. This is the Great Fairy of Wisdom. Oh, I think you're right. Okay, so I did that out of order. Well. Velma? Velma. You stop that. I think Velma is pretty cute. She's got that kind of bookworm type vibe, you know? I'm trying to think of mine. I think it was probably Aladdin. And this is going to sound super crazy, but I know I'm not the only one. But actually, adult Simba was weirdly kind of attractive to me when I was younger. Not because of the way he looked, obviously, but because of his personality and his voice acting and everything. I don't know. There was something about him. There's something about like the way the mane like fell in his face and stuff. I don't know. They made it very, I don't know. I can't really describe it, but I remember kind of having this weird crush on Simba and feeling really weird about it because I was like, he's a lion. I know that now, but back in the day. Has that been actually confirmed? I don't really understand why they have to say these things. Why can't they all just be like whatever you want it to be? Whatever your heart desires. I need a paraglider to jump down off of this mountain. It's official, really? Did not know that. Well, there you go. Okay, question. Does the mountain still erupt with rocks and stuff? Like, do I need to go out where the Gorons are so I don't get crushed by rocks? I think I do. For me, it was probably one of the female X-Men. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Glad to know I wasn't the only one with animated crushes. I had lots of crushes. Always. I don't know if it does as an adult either, but I have a feeling it does, which is irritating. Because it shouldn't be that way, because I just got rid of all the evil. And all the Gorons are back. Yeah, that's right, because I rescued them. I remember. I'm trying to think. I think, okay. I don't know if there's necessarily like the most attractive Disney prince, but I think like my few are probably, oh, and he isn't even a prince really, but Flynn Rider from Tangled, Prince Naveen from Princess and the Frog, and yeah, Aladdin still. Aladdin is a good looking dude. And he's not regal, you know, but neither is Flynn Rider. I don't know, Prince Naveen is, he's pretty. He's got those golden eyes. But he's a frog for most of the movie, so you don't even really get to see him. He was great, though. I thought he was very funny. Prince Naveen was written really well. I've never seen any of the live-action Disney movies. But I've seen, like, you know, still shots or, like, clips or whatever. And I think Richard Madden, the actor they had to play Prince Charming in the real Cinderella movie. He was also in Game of Thrones, I think. I think he played Robb Stark. He's very Tom Hiddleston-esque. All right. Now we're off to the... Wait. Can you still go to the ferry even if you're an adult? Over by Hyrule Castle? Because now all of Hyrule Castle's all changed and it's all different and everything. I'm not sure about the reaction of my younger self to watch I consider attractive now. Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. I had a crush on this Link as well when I was younger. It's a different one? Wait, you mean the... Didn't I plant a thing over here? I think I did. Oh, I was so smart! So now we have floaty... Huh. Where does it stop? Oh, I should have... Oh, man! Dang it! Oh, that's right, it stops way up there! I was afraid it was gonna start floaty bean time. Makes no sense. There's not a lot that makes a lot of sense. The one near Hyrule Castle is different than the one at Ganon's Castle. Oh, okay, so they're two different ones. Okay. Okay. Why? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. That should not be that hard. But when it's with a joystick, it's just different. It's harder. Hello?
I understand!
That was a really good moment in Portal. That is very satisfying when those puzzles suddenly click. Very, very satisfying. Hey, it's Scropio! I wish my life were edited with a shame gong. Oh yeah, I forgot. He's like frozen. I just thought everybody was gone. I just realized something. I'm gonna need... It should not be that hard, but with the joystick, it's just harder. I'm gonna need another jar. Most people lack inner monologue? Really? Who was it that can't see things unless they're right in front of them? Can't imagine things. Was that Nova? I haven't seen Nova in a while, but I think that's Nova. Where do you get another jar? I got the one with Princess Ruto's letter, but where do you get another one? Oh, I think you get one from the Poe person. The person that loves Poes or wants you to bring Poes to them or something. Do they give you a jar? There are how many jars in the game? 4? I don't want my life edited with a shame gong. It would go off all the freaking time. A soundtrack would be nice, though. Okay, since we just made it all the way here, I guess we can just ride the current. Or we can run. That's cool, too, I guess. Do you guys talk to yourselves? Because I talk to myself a lot. And I once tried to tell Andrew that I didn't talk to myself, and he was like, yeah, no, try again. And then I paid attention, and I suddenly realized, oh yeah, I guess I do talk to myself. Wow, that was not riding the current. That's because I'm tall now. That's okay. That didn't take that long. Okay. I think you can get a bottle from the Poe person. Lady? What would I pick as the theme tune to your life? The Inception soundtrack. I still think that's one of Hans Zimmer's greatest. Like that ending song, I don't even have to be watching the movie. That song can bring me to tears without fail, almost every single time. It is a mystery song. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. That's from Encanto. Oh, that's why this vision is... It's a mystery. It's a mystery. According to some calculations, the hero of time is 5'2". That's tall enough for me. I'm 5'1". No, I'm not. I'm 5'2". Oh my gosh. I could wear his jeans. Oh, you are quite an energetic young man. You're brave and handsome, too. Your name is Lonk, isn't it? Don't be surprised. I can read people's minds. What is it Snape says? A mind is not a book to be opened at leisure. If I looked as good as you, I could run a different kind of business. No! Wow. My shop is the only ghost shop in Hyrule. Wolverine's only 5'2"? Really? You mean Hugh Jackman is only 5'2"? Seems very, very short for Hugh Jackman. Poes are spirits of concentrated hatred that appear in the fields and graveyard. They hate the world. Young man, if you catch a Poe, I will pay a lot of money for it. Oh, what? You don't give me a thing? Oh. Whoa. Dang it. I thought he gave me a jar. Yeah, I guess it's tell me. In my mind, my theme tune would be some classic hard 70s funk tune, but in reality, it would turn out to be the Benny Hill theme. I love funk music. I think it is one of the greatest music genres of all time. Okay, but seriously though, where do you get a jar? Wait. If you go back to Wolverine, the character is 5'3", but Hugh is 6'2". Okay. I was like, really? Hugh Jackman is 5'2"? That seems really... I'm not saying 5'2" is a bad height for men. I'm just saying he seems a lot taller than that. That is a big height difference. If you go to Lon Lon Ranch as a kid... Okay, I was just going to do that. I was just thinking about doing that because I have to get Epona anyway. Anyway. Okay. You know what? Nope, not today. Yes. So here's a question. Do they, like, stop being frozen after a while? Oh, I just remembered. Yes, you're right. There's a different fairy at Ganon's castle, and you can't get it until after you finish the Spirit Temple. Right. The Spurt. Tom Cruise has made a career of making 5'2" look taller. That is true. That is actually really true. Anybody on camera looks a lot taller. I've actually been told. People are surprised when
they find out I'm only 5'2". And I'll tell y'all why. It's because I sit up straight most of the time. Sometimes I find myself slipping. But it's because I have pretty good posture. That came from when I played the flute for like 4 years when I was in middle school. Can't breathe very well if you're like bent in half. That and also the fact that I like to sing. I don't know. I always stood up real straight. And I even had friends that were like, why do you stand up so straight? I remember being like, why don't you? Not that we were being mean to each other, but I just remember being like, what kind of question is that? What's wrong with me standing up straight? Why don't you stand up straight? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, why would you ask me that question? Goron Link is 6'4". Wow. Wow, that is a tall Goron. Oh my.
Yeah, because I had you were like accusing Michael so adamantly.
Yeah. Theoretically, I should have gotten better posture playing the cello. I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why, I don't know. Oh, that's right. Now we can warp. Oh, I had the forest music playing in my head. Okay, let's not mess this up in front of sheep. Yay! Good times. I get giggle attacks when you do that. I was so frustrated! And by frustrated, I mean in a loving way, and it was okay. I wasn't real mad. I was just frustrated. Because y'all voted me off. I do love playing Among Us with y'all. It's very fun. We have a good time. We'll have to play Among Us maybe like Christmas weekend or something, because this weekend we're going to watch my dad's play. Lonk, we shall meet again. Okay. Well, I'm going to just put my sword back in here, and we're going to go back 7 years so I can get a jar. He's not just a regular Goron. He's the product of the greatest minds of the generation working together with the express purpose of building the tallest Goron who ever lived. 6'4", wow. That's real tall. That is real tall. I actually had that on my
I had that on my my list of songs to sing karaoke for Extra Life. But then I found out there's like a delay. And Cage and I were delayed in our singing because the music comes through the computer and then it comes into our headphones and it's actually delayed slightly. So our singing sounded delayed to y'all because y'all hear the music like, oh, that's right, I should. Oh, and a spoonful of sugar. Naturally. Should have known. We'll go get this ferry and then I'll go get a horse. I will. Hey, isn't there like a bomb wall in the Deku tree? I think there is. Yes. I don't recall it being anything super important though. I could be wrong. Fun fact, I just learned 6 feet is not 186 centimeters. It is 183 centimeters. That makes me close to 6'2". That is tall. Still no girls after me. I do not believe that is true. I think there is always somebody after everybody, but I think sometimes the timing just doesn't work out right. Where did that bomb go? Did you all not see me throw that bomb and it just disappeared? Oh, we have to crawl. Okay, naturally. Oh, sorry. I'll give you some extra time. See, I would put an automatic timer there, but I feel like sometimes I'm not in a position to do the accent right then. And so then the time is just wasted. So I have to remember to do it myself. But you just get extra time now. It's true. 20s. I wish I had known a lot in my 20s. Not that I was dating in my 20s, because I was already married in my 20s, but... Welcome, Lonk! I am the Great Fairy of Magic. Well, I do have magic, and then some other... I don't know. Y'all look the same. Link seeing that fairy, he's like, well, he does get super embarrassed in Breath of the Wild. We all know this. He gets real embarrassed. Because to be totally honest, they get more and more forward with Link as time goes on. Me seeing the fairy at 10. True words. True reaction. You can use Din's fire not only to attack, but also to burn things. Ah, never would have guessed. Guess that face. I don't know Twitch emotes. That should be an emote. I will add a marker. Can you give me a bottle? Because I really need a bottle. Nope. I have to go to Lon Lon Ranch. Learn another song. Because it's all about the songs. That was one of the frustrating things about... oh, yes, I can get over this gate. That was one of the frustrating things about Wind Waker, was every time you needed to change direction on the water, you had to play a song. And that just got really old for me. Not worried. I'm fine how things are. I'm just laughing at people who think playing muscular and tall will get them beaches. I want a beach. Private beach sounds lovely. Oh, I can't leave the market because it's dark and it won't let me out. All right. So we gotta hang out here. Link looks like he's ready to tackle the world. He's got his instrument. He's got his bombs. He's got his beans. No, he doesn't. He doesn't even have any beans. He's got 0 beans. I didn't mean to let that happen, but inflation was rough. He was jacking up the price on me. While I was standing there, I'd been the last one to buy them. I feel like that's not the first time that's happened. I feel like I've been surprised multiple times by that. Link is indeed beanless. Beanless! That face was incredible. I'm telling you, I'm a cartoon character. I love those guys. What do they say when you talk to each other? Chin wag? Having a chin wag? All right, off to the ranch, off to the ranch, off to the ranch, off to the ranch. Be nice to your sister. Gosh, it's 2:30. My streams fly by. I haven't decided exactly what's going to happen tomorrow / Friday. Well, I can't stream on Friday because I have that doctor's appointment and Charlotte gets out of school. I might have been able to make it work if Charlotte without the doctor's office or the doctor's appointment happening, but now that I have that doctor's appointment, there's no way it's going to happen on Friday. So, if Ander is home tomorrow, a chin wag sounds like a medical disorder. Like a skin tag. If Ander is home tomorrow, I can go have lunch with Charlotte for her character trait situation. Yeah. You guys know what I mean. Well, horse is out. And then I can come back and I can stream a little bit later because then Ander will be home to like put Auden down and hey cutie, hi. I can attack the horse. Oh, what? Talk to me. So I could potentially stream tomorrow and just do it later in the day and do Friday's stream tomorrow instead. But I don't know. It depends on if Ander's home. So far, I think he is home tomorrow, but that could change literally at like 9 o'clock tonight. So. Epona, isn't she cute? Whoa. Say what? Oh, man. Zhao Shang Hao Zanguo Yan Zai Wo Yu being chilling. Wu Hain. See, I'm totally not pronouncing any of this right. Hiwan being chilling. What language is that? What the heck, man? I thought you were supposed to like talk to her and be like, hey, I have an ocarina. That's what I was gonna say. Look how cute she is. She's so little. What? The fruit! Yeah, let's sing it together. It's the John Cena ice cream meme. No, I haven't learned the song yet, but now here it goes. John Cena? Like Senna? Like the wrestler? Now I learned the song. Yay! Wait, how do I get the jar? Do I have to like buy milk from them or something? Or do I get the jar when I'm older and I had to learn the song first? Wait a minute. Are you talking about in Kakariko Village? Because you don't... Oh, now she loves me. Cute. It's a satire version of Senna due to him being so into Chinese culture. Got it. Okay, but wait a minute. No, go inside the building and talk to Talon. Okay, because I also remember that Anyu in Kakariko Village also is missing all her chickens. But I don't remember what she gives you for it. Does she give you a bottle? Can't remember. Dude, you need a CPAP. You're tired, man. I don't think you're sleeping. Hey, it's Farrell! Talon, best example of being drunk from too much good milk. Seriously, he is so sleepy all the time, and he's got chickens all over him. By the way, thanks a lot for waking me up. You're welcome. Took some doing, but I finally got Melon back in a good mood. So, what are you up to today? Got some free time on your hands? Not really. I just need a bottle. Imagine if he was double chocolate wasted. You know, I am not one of those, like, stereotypical women that loves chocolate. I love chocolate with things. It has to be, like, a Reese's peanut butter cup or, like, a Milky Way or a Snickers or something. I don't, like, I will eat just plain chocolate. Oh, that's right. Super Cuckoos. They don't look any different, but okay. I think he's supposed to be lazy. Yeah, that's probably true. He just seems... Or Timothy Chalamet. He's so much younger than me. Not that that really matters. Oh, he's gonna charge me? What? I mean, okay, 10 rupees for a bottle. That's fine. Chocolate goes with Timothy Chalamet. Okay, shadow. Look at the shadow. Yeah, you're one. Okay. You are definitely not one because they flew over here. I need to like throw them all in places so I don't keep picking up the right. Okay. I need to keep track of. Ah, grab them! Come on. Okay, you. Huh. Yay! I know I do have 200 rupees. What? 10 rupees? Golly, I'll be darned, it's plumb incredible! Great googly moogly! My driver's not named Ad. My thoughts on Adam Driver? I personally don't find Adam Driver very attractive. But to be totally honest, I've never seen him in anything. So maybe it would be different if I actually watched him act. I don't know. He doesn't really do it for me. Would I like to marry Melon? Yes. He has an underrated nose. Yeah, I can't think of the last time. Oh, I think Rumi just shared a movie trailer with Adam Driver in it. Need to watch that. Nice. So I can come get milk anytime I want? Well, that'll be helpful since I only have 3 hearts. I don't even need oh, but wait. Fairies help if you die. Milk you have to, like, actively drink before you die. So fairies are definitely better. If you have a lot of hearts... Wait, nope. We're leaving. If you have a lot of hearts, milk doesn't do a whole lot. But if you only have 3, yay! I'm trying to think of other celebrities I find attractive, but I don't even know, like, all the regular celebrities these days. All the names I hear on, like, Golden Globes night or, like, Academy Awards or whatever, I legitimately have no idea who most of them are. No idea. I think Harry Styles is really attractive. But part of that is because he's just sings really well. And he's like the new Justin Timberlake, you know? Like, he can do everything. And he's got lots of charisma, and he's obviously a really good performer, and he's, like... I don't even find Justin Timberlake that attractive to me. You don't find Cousin Eliza attractive? My husband doesn't either. She's just not his type. She's a lot of people's types, though, because if I had a nickel for every time somebody was like, oh my gosh, your cousin is so hot. I'm like, yeah, I know. I think she's beautiful. But like Timothy Champagne or Chalamet or whatever, you know, like, you know, super good looking guy. But like, what other movie have I seen with like a new up and coming actor in it? I don't know. I do find Leonardo DiCaprio attractive, but I know I get the feeling he's sleazy. I also have I should ride the bean. Oh no, I need to, whoa, what was the song again? That's the song. Okay, good. I know. Yes, that is a great question. I was gonna go back to Zora's Domain, but then I remembered I'm 10. So, yes. Harry Styles spat on Chris Pine on stage during the Venice Film Festival. What? No, he did not. Okay, Chris Pine, there's another really attractive one. True story. Okay. My mom also told me one time that Chris Pine is really attractive. And so one time I was getting the mail from our little mail hut over when we lived in our apartment, and there was an Armani ad on the floor, like on the ground, and it had Chris Pine, and it was a very close-up. It was a very 50 Shades of Grey. He was wearing a business suit. He was obviously like tightening his tie, and he was looking directly at the camera, and it was a close-up shot, and his, you know, ice blue eyes were, you know, really, there was a lot of contrast and everything. He looked amazing. And I sent the picture to my mom, and I was like, look who I found. And my mom, I kid you not, I wish I'd saved that text message or taken a screenshot or something. I kid you not. My mom responded, I could just chew him up and spit him out. I was like, Ma! Oh my gosh! This isn't fair talking about hot people when none of you seem to be bi or gay. What? That is not true. You can talk about hot people. Anybody can find... Listen, I can find anybody attractive, but that doesn't mean I absolutely want to have, like, a relationship with them. Yes. I've really found pro/Olympic athletes attractive. Most of the Hollywood types just weird me out. I think that's fair. Like, okay, Liam Hemsworth is also an extremely attractive person. Like, Chris Hemsworth is also attractive, but Liam has the dark hair and the light blue eyes. And there's something about that combination that is, I don't know. And he's Australian. So, there's that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know any of the newer up-and-coming actors. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. I should probably go get Epona. But, yeah. Like, blah! Hello? Oh, surprise. That was rude. Yeah, like, I can totally say somebody's attractive, but that doesn't mean I want to have a relationship with them. or that I consider myself homosexual or bisexual or whatever. Because there are plenty of women in Hollywood that I'm like, man, she is so pretty. Like, I find my cousin absolutely stunningly beautiful. I think she's gorgeous. But Ander, he just says she's not her type. Not his type, which is fine. Makes me feel better. So I'm like, how do you even compete with that? Oh my gosh. I heard it so much when I was in school. Like, when kids found out she was my cousin, you know, people would be like, oh my gosh, like, she's so pretty. I'm like, yeah, I know. Yep, yes. How do you compete with that? How do you compete with somebody that has gobs of money to, like, look that way? Granted, she kind of looks that way naturally, but... I just looked her... Okay, wait. Caitlin Sendeno? I don't know who that is. I doubt that a lot of people share my attraction for muscular girls. I think you're wrong on that. I think there are plenty of people that like muscular girls. Muscles give women curves. I don't know who Caitlin... I just looked her up. She has some mad arm muscle. Ander actually just said yesterday, he was like, I saw a woman walking a dog on my way back from taking Charlotte to school who had arms that were twice the size of my own. They were so muscular. And I was like, dang, girl, you got some gains. And Ander is a slender guy. He said he has tried everything to bulk up. He's tried everything he can possibly imagine. He's tried protein shakes. He's tried different diets. He's tried all sorts of different things. He's tried weight training, strength training, all sorts of things. And he said, I'm just not one to, you know, I'm just not one to bulk up like that. Some guys can do it, and I'm just not one of those guys. Oh. And that's okay. I am obviously not super muscular either, so that's cool. Can you get, if you fall off these things? Oh, I was afraid we were going to fall at the last minute. I'm the same way. I never bulked up, even when swimming at BYU. Yeah, it's just like some people it works and some people it doesn't. And, you know, you see these Hollywood actors and stuff that are able to change their bodies so much for every role, but they have very specific people teaching them how to do very specific things. And it's harder for somebody that doesn't have all the time in the world to do something like that and spend literally hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours in the gym. That's just not possible for many people. Or you could go the Tanya Harding route. Yeah. Aw. How do you fight these guys? Because I am almost positive that if you use the... Oh, that was bad. If you use the... Oh, hello. If you use the hook shot, it literally pulls you to them, which is the opposite of what I want. Oh. Where are their faces? I think Scarlett Johansson is really pretty. Oh, you move! Oh my gosh. Scarlett Johansson is just very curvy. Everywhere. I've had this conversation with Ander before, and Ander doesn't know who any actresses are either. So he's like, I don't know. I'm like, do you think so-and-so's pretty? He's like, who's so-and-so? He has no idea. I feel like swimming, that's really common with swimming though. I think swimming is more of a lean. I don't think swimming bulks you up at all. Although usually swimmers, I don't know. Ander, I never saw this, but Ander claims he had a six-pack when he was in high school because he was a breakdancer. But I never actually saw this because I never saw Ander with his shirt off in high school. I didn't spend any time with Ander in high school other than in class. We didn't hang out outside of class. Oh, hello. Oh. But I feel like I asked him one time or something. Because he breakdanced for like 2 hours every day after school or something like that. So he says. It takes time, a couple of years at least, to even notice a change. I was really skinny back then. I've put on 25 plus kilograms in the last 3 years. I am just an advocate for being healthy. Whatever that means. Whatever that is. Whatever that looks like. Just being healthy. And that is why I never tell Charlotte that I go walking every morning to lose weight or that I go walking to stay slender or whatever. I tell her I walk because it's good for my heart and because it keeps me healthy so I can take care of you and I can take care of Bubs. I never, ever bring weight into it, ever. The last thing I need is for my 8-year-old to feel any sort of weird body dysmorphia. There will be plenty of time for that when she's a teenager. Plenty of time for her to feel like she doesn't fit the mold or she doesn't have the right body shape or whatever. I don't need that to start early, so I never talk about my weight. I have told her before in the past, you know, I've got clothes. I still have clothes. Oh, no. You're an ice bat. I have told her in the past, like, I've kept clothes that I had when I got pregnant or before, or no, I'm sorry. After I had Charlotte and when I lost a bunch of weight after I had her, I lost a bunch of weight I didn't even know I needed to lose. But that's when I started walking every day. And so I have all these clothes from back then that I haven't gotten rid of because my goal is to get back down to that size. But I don't ever tell Charlotte that. I don't ever say, I think I have kind of told her and just been like, you know, see these pants? These don't fit Mama anymore because after she had Bubs, her hips got just a little bit bigger or whatever. Actually, I think my top half from my waist up, I am the exact same size as I was before I got pregnant. But my hips and my legs have gained a little bit of weight. But I go walking with a backpack. I ruck, so I go walking with a 20-pound backpack, 20-pound weight backpack on my back, and I push my baby in a stroller, and I go in a park that is filled with lots and lots of hills, so I have lots of resistance with my walking. Cramp. But when I was walking back when Charlotte was really little, and I took her walking, we went walking every morning together for 4 years. I lost 2 pant sizes, and it was just from walking. But I always added weights. I always added weights to a backpack. And then I finally got like a legit rucking backpack where the weight could be closer to my body because I was just using like an old school backpack that I'd had for years. And so the weight was all down at the bottom and it was pulling my back. It was bad. So I finally splurged and got myself an actual rucking backpack that I can put ruck plates in that will stay up close to my back. Cage, I'm friend-shaped. So I'm just an advocate for being healthy in whatever way that is. Get yourself active, whatever way that is, even a little bit. I prefer walking because I can listen to a podcast or I can listen to like conference talks, you know, church conference talks or whatever. But Olaf! Oh my gosh! I was just thinking about you the other day because I found the perfect sound clip. So I have this third-party software I've been using to trigger like commands, and I can give people specific sounds that only they can use in chat. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have the perfect one for Olaf. I was just thinking about you the other day. How are you? So good to see you, my friend. I got blue fire. By the way, our air conditioning still isn't fixed. So that's cool. But it got down to like 45 degrees Fahrenheit last night, so our house was plenty chilly, and it's really windy today. We had a rough few months, but things are better. I'm sorry you had a rough few months. That makes me sad. But it makes me happy that things are looking up. I am so sorry. I don't know if you've ever seen But Olaf the snowman has his own little adventure. It's called Olaf's Frozen Adventure. And Anna and Elsa don't have any Christmas traditions. And so he goes on a mission to go find traditions. And there's this scene when he goes knocking on doors to look for traditions to bring back to Elsa and Anna. And he knocks on the door and the kid's like, "Hey, Olaf." He goes, "Hi, my name's Olaf." And the kid goes, "Hey, Olaf." And he goes, "Please let me finish." And I like warm hugs. We're going around the city looking for traditions. And I thought, oh my gosh, that is the perfect quote for Olaf. I'll have to make it and you can use it if you want it. Please let me finish. And I like warm hugs. We love Olaf around here. My baby loves Olaf. Although I feel like it's been a long time since we've watched Olaf. She's really picky with her screen time. I think it's because YouTube has spoiled her. YouTube, you know, you can put on a movie or like a show or whatever. You can put on like a video and then another one plays in 3 minutes and then another one plays and then another one plays. And it's made her attention span become so short. And now she doesn't want to watch like Elsa or Olaf or anything like that. She just wants to watch these little 3-minute videos. But then she gets mad if they're not the 3-minute videos she wants. Oh, please, dang it. Gosh, dang it. Gee, dang it. I should make that into a shirt. Gee, dang it. Gee, dang it. I am so happy to see you, Olaf. It is so good to see you. Yeah. Hey, Olaf. Please let me finish. And I like warm hugs. He's so serious too. But then he's instantly like, we're going from door to door looking for traditions. Tell us your favorite and we'll decide if it's good enough to take back to the castle or something like that. And then he sings this great song about the best time of year or something. It's great. It's a super, I personally like Olaf's Frozen Adventure. It's cute. Has a cute message. I'll make it. I'll put it in chat. So, when you come into chat next time, hopefully next time, you should be able to type !Olaf and your sound should play, but it's only yours. Nobody else can use it. It's just yours. I got a go to love. You know, I appreciate that, Olaf, because I don't always feel upbeat. I've actually had some really, really rough days over the last little while. But streaming gives me a boost, and I try to stay as positive as I can, but there are definitely days where yesterday, I felt like I was going to completely come unglued. And that sounds kind of dramatic, but it's been a rough week, 2 weeks, kind of, sort of. And you know what? Things will probably improve once Charlotte is out of school for the Christmas holidays. Like, this week is busy in particular because she's got lunches and parties, and she's had to dress up every day this week. Today she had to wear workout gear. You know, all sorts of things, as if we don't have enough other things going on. Don't install ad block. Worst mistake of my life. All the single moms in my area disappeared. No! Not the single moms! Oh, Alcandros. I do not like this place. Have I said that? I do not like this place. This place is obnoxious. Olaf, have you ever played Ocarina of Time?
I did it!
You are welcome, Fresh.
Did you guys see that?
I'm sorry I ruined them. I was really trying to help. I was actually really kind of trying to help myself. But I just ruined it all. But we fixed them, and it is all good. I was really devastated, honestly. I love my commands, and I still have more to make. I need to make Olaf's, and there are more I need to make. I think, what was it, peanuts or something the other day? I don't even remember. Peanuts. I don't know. There are multiples. I'd actually really like to redo my channel trailer. I like to redo it every once in a while because my baby gets older and I have, you know, other things I can add, but it would take me so long to go through all my streams and find all the right moments. I did. I played it back when it came out because I'm ancient. I come back and now you have a project. Oh, I've had projects. I have so many, I've got commands to make. I definitely have. Because you can actually add, like, if you want something to be made into a command, like something like this. Hold on. What's the, was it, oh, is it oh what? No, that's oh what? This one right here. Oh no! Oh yeah! Okay, that was cool. Oh, what? So if there's ever like a moment that you really like, that you'd love as a command, you can actually type !marker and it'll put a marker on the stream so I can find it later. And that makes it so much easier on me because then I don't have to sit and like figure out what's happening, you know, like where that happened. Like, remember when it was forever ago and I was like, at the last second, I decided to hide, and then I popped up from the bottom of the table. I'd love to find that and add that to my channel trailer, but I don't have a freaking clue what stream that's in. I have no idea. And I don't have time to sit and watch through them all. Can we make a Harrison Ford and Timmy Champagne command? Exclamation point, blush. That's so funny, because they're both so far apart from each other, and they're both so different. But they are both pretty. Okay, where am I going? Over there. That's where I'm going. Yes? Yes. Wait. Yes? No. How do I even get over there? I have Ocarina of Time on DS. It's tucked into a drawer with all my other DS games I buy and forget I own. I have Minish Cap somewhere. I swear I have Minish Cap somewhere. Maybe my brother has it, actually. Oh, wait. Do I know how to do this? Thinking. No. That is not correct. Gosh, do I have to use every single one of these little things? I think I do. I haven't, it's been a long time since I've played Ocarina of Time. Like, I've forgotten some things. It's been a long time. But we did a vote on games, and everybody wanted Ocarina of Time. We've kind of thought about playing Zelda games until Tears of the Kingdom comes out, but I don't know. Because I really want to play Tunic. I did play Portal for the first time ever. Portals 1 and 2, and that was a delight. That's where that, oh no, came from. Oh, what? Oh, yeah. What? That's great. That was very, very fun. I'm surprised I'd never played them before. Like, they're such staples. Oh, yeah, Peak. Yeah, where was that? Or that one as well? I'd love to put that one in my... I don't know. Lots of great moments. And we've played Among Us together multiple times now. And, like, I don't know. I'd love to redo the channel trailer because in it, Auden is in it. And she's so little. She's such a BB. So I need to update it, but I can't go through all the... Is that going to burn all three of them?
Kind of like
Question. Can you use Din's fire to melt those things, or does it have to be the special... Oh my gosh, you know what? I think we finished it. Well, hallelujah. That didn't take that long. Does it have to be the blue flame? Okay. Oh, wow. You are huge. Wait. That was it? Was it because I hit his butt? Wow, he was so gigantic, and then he went down with one hit. Oh yeah, so not only are we carrying a giant hammer, but we're also now putting iron boots in our bag, so... That was a good reaction shot. Way to go, Link. Man. Yeah, where do the Zoras go? Do they ever come back? I don't think they ever come back. Because, does this ever melt? Oh, you guys, we are now coming to the most people's least favorite temple. One hit, KO. They definitely couldn't animate all that. What? All the Zoras coming back? This ice will never melt. I don't think it ever melts in the game. Spoiler. Where do I get my cool blue tunic? All my Zelda games are like crossing over in my head because I remember where you get it from Twilight Princess. Okay, for the record, DJ needs to see Twilight Princess. So I do have to play it at some point because Twilight Princess is peak Zelda. It's my favorite Zelda game ever. Oh no, I don't mean ice melting like they wouldn't animate that. I just mean like you leave Zora's domain and then you come back and all the ice is gone and it's back to normal. I'm not talking about all the ice melting right now. Is this where this song was first created? Because they play this in Twilight Princess as well. Definitely doesn't sound as pretty when you can't hold out the notes. Link's Awakening remake, yeah. There's that, Minish Cap. I played Oracle of Seasons, and I have played Twilight Princess on stream, but I don't know how many of you were there for that. That was a long time ago. That was when I was pregnant with Auden. That was a long time ago. It's been a while. And like everything is so much better now since it was like my mic sounds better, my setup is better, everything's better. Like I've watched those old VODs and whoa. It's kind of a wonder y'all stuck around. Yeah. So, this is where it was first created. I better not waste my fire. Can I warp? No, I can't warp anywhere yet. Oh, can I not like equip these? Whoa, hello. There's an empty room. Oh, I'm also doing a low health run, Olaf, so. It's my first ever one, and the dragon in the water temple killed me in one hit. So that was great. Good times. Good times all around. And I can't breathe underwater. Oh, this sound is bringing back so many memories. Take off those boots. Oh, yes, the fact that you have to switch over those boots all the time in the water temple. Oh, dang. I didn't even notice your hearts until you said that. Yeah. It has been a lot harder to leave those heart containers than I thought. It takes everything in me. Oh, I don't have a compass. Are you supposed to get a compass in this place? You must if you get a map. But you know what? I'm out. It's fine. I have one jar of blue fire. So I will go melt the king, and then I'll have to sign off for the day because I got to go get Charlotte from Le Bus. Maybe. Ooh. Unless Andrew is going to do that? I don't know. But I do have to take her over too. She's got this church activity today. Have you seen the short film Portrait of God? I just saw it and I have to say it's a whole different thing. No. What was it that my brother was watching that he said was absolutely bananas horrifying? Was it Mad God? I think it's stop motion. I think it's Mad God. Is it Guillermo del Toro, maybe? Question mark? I don't remember. I think it's stop action, and it's supposed to be horrible. I'll have to watch the VOD to see the dragon fight. I missed it, thinking all about those Hollywood dreamboats that are all younger than you. Except Harrison Ford. I'm gonna just kicking his little heels. He's like, hey. Do I have to go up and talk to him up there? I guess I do. Mad God was a whole different can of worms. So you watched it? What? Hey, man. So do we not talk to? Do you not thank me? Rude. I thought you talked to him, but maybe I'm thinking of. I mean, I guess he did just become unfrozen, so maybe I should give him some time. The dragon fight was fine. He killed me in one hit at the beginning, and then oh, but I had a fairy. That's right. So I didn't actually get a game over. I did have a fairy. Oh, now I have to go get a Pona. Okay, I did not watch Mad God. I looked it up, though. It looks atrocious. Morgan wouldn't watch it? Really? Oh, that's shocking. Okay. Well, that's telling. I watched the trailer for it, too. And I remember being like, yeah, okay, that's definitely not for me. Nope. Even stop action. Mm-mm. There's some movie I watched a trailer for. I think it was on... I have to talk to the king to get the blue tunic? Well, what? He wouldn't talk to me! I am a noodle. He wouldn't talk to me. I thought you were supposed to talk to him. Don't understand. Noodle! I'm a good noodle. I think you have to Z-target him. Is that a bowl of noodles? That is the perfect emote. You noodle. You know where I got that? I actually got that from Downton Abbey. I don't know how many of you watch Downton Abbey. It's a fabulous show. Highly recommend it. It's great. Word of advice though, watch it with subtitles. Sometimes they're kind of hard to understand and they talk kind of softly. Anyway, there are two people that aren't so great in like the servants' quarters area, and she calls him a noodle. And I remember being like, that's great. Oh! Oh! I've come back to life. Oh no! Wait, you hate me? Don't be nervous. It looks like you have a hard time breathing underwater. Well, yep. As an expression of my gratitude, I grant you this tunic. With it, you won't choke underwater. Thank you! Thank you.
Cool. I have to sign off here in a minute. In a second. Okay. Last minute. Last minute, all the channel points just spam. I don't even know if any of you can understand what I'm saying. Probably not. I can't even float down a river. For once in my life, I am too tall for something. That's never been the case. I'm never too tall. I'm always too short. Better stop. You sound like a kid around the orange with nothing yet. Yeah, I sound like my baby. Oh, wire, milk. Water. Yeah. Yep. Hey, oh. Well, that was really lucky. I was real lucky. Okay, we're gonna head over to the ranch. And I will have to sign off and go get Charlotte. I will go get Charlotte. I put her hair in a scrunchie today on top of her head. It would work out Wednesday. Oh, you guys don't understand anything I'm saying. Fairy money. Oh, I should go back to the skeleton house. I don't know if it works at night. Oh, bad timing. Ah. Okay. We're gonna save. Right here. I'm saving, right? Yeah. That would have been so bad. Okay. This is where I'm gonna sign off so I can go get Charlotte from the bus. I'm gonna save again because I'm a double saver. I real channel point redemption instead of having Michael circumvents that by saying, banning touching the tongue to the roof of your mouth. But I have to just make that into I just have to make that into an
actual channel point redemption. Oh, that just went away. Oh, dang it. Here.
Baba Booey.
Okay, this is where I'm going to leave it for today. I will keep everybody posted on the Discord for whether the stream is going to happen tomorrow or if I can make it work on Friday. I don't know. I have this doctor's appointment on Friday and I've got a lot of things. But if it does happen tomorrow, it's going to be a little later than normal because I have to go have lunch with Charlotte at her school. So I will keep everybody posted on Discord about what's going on tomorrow about the stream and all that stuff. I'll also post information about this weekend's watch party. Watching my dad's Christmas show. I'm sorry my commands were broken at the beginning, but we fixed them and it's okay and everything's fine. So I love each and every one of you. Olaf, so good to see you. I'm sorry you've had a rough time. That's never, ever good news for anybody. I'm sorry you've had a rough little while. I'm glad things are on the up and up. I am so glad you dropped by today. Seriously, so good to see you. I have some commands to make. I don't have my sticky notes around anymore. I need to make notes. Because I now have more than 3 things to do, so I'm going to forget all of them. But you guys are all wonderful. Please don't forget how much you matter, how much you mean to me, how much your support means to me. I really, really appreciate it. Every single one of you is so important. I appreciate you being here and hanging out with me. You guys are wonderful. I will hopefully be streaming tomorrow. I don't know. But if not, then I'll see you guys on Saturday to watch my dad's Christmas play over Discord. But I'll put that information in Discord as well. So everybody have a good rest of your... Yeah, don't forget to hydrate. Battery water for the win. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day, your night, wherever you are. And I will see all of you next time, whenever that is. Keep an eye on the Discord and I'll let you know. I love you all. Everybody have a good rest of your day. Adios.